When you think these guys get along, Gumby
I think so.
and Jackie Bear.
Oh, I
hey.
think there's a lot like me and Jack.
You know what? We want to welcome everyone, but before we start the show, you know that Trish is something else. You know, when I first started with LifeVac, she was a little rough on me, but you know what? I think she's kind of warming up to me. Take it away, Trish. I asked you. You wanted to start the show this week.
Did you eat paint chips as a kid?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I'm not well. That much is clear. You want to start the show?
I think we should start the show.
Welcome to the Man in the Arena, just like that.
Welcome to the Man in the Arena.
It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who actually strives to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, great devotions, who spends his time in a worthy cause, and who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold, timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat.
Never get tired of seeing that opening. Welcome to the Man in the Arena. It's a holiday show. We may be here Monday night next week. We may not. We'll see. But we're going to talk about the holidays tonight.
Monday's some holiday?
23.
Why
right?
would we be?
23rd, yeah.
We would be here.
Yeah.
We'll be here. So we'll be talking more about the
Courage
holidays.
will be here.
Yeah.
Courage is joining us. Arthur, this is, of course, Arthur Lee. Did I mention my name will be Rick Fatscher? I'm Rick Fatscher. This, of course, is Arthur Lee. Where did you meet this guy?
We were college.
College.
Yeah, so we've known each other almost 40 years now.
Now, who helped who with
There was
grades,
no
with
helping
studying?
with grades.
You were both helpless?
We were both helpless. I don't think I ever saw him with any books or anything. So 4 years.
You actually had a series. You were bio major,
Bio
right?
major, yeah.
You had to be smart.
Yeah.
You were ridiculously dumb.
I lived on
at
the
the same
third
time.
floor and he was on the second floor.
So you were
No.
above him
Yeah.
in more ways than
Well,
one.
yeah.
Right.
Was always above him. And we met through one of the college parties, I think it was.
College
Football,
party.
the
Yeah.
football.
We
Druggies
played football,
first.
right?
Drugs first, the
Yeah,
athletes.
so-
We have a picture that I want, maybe you guys could shed some light
Sure.
on the picture, Bobby, please, of the group photo, Courage and Arthur and some other friends. Now, if we can get the contrast right,
Yeah.
see Courage on the left,
Yeah.
and then there's some other fellas, but Arthur there, of course, in the middle, I couldn't help but notice a large bandage on the forehead area, Arthur.
Yeah.
Please explain.
Well, it's not a bandage. To get
Oh,
out
yeah.
of jail free card that I had stuck on my head because this was
Monopoly?
like 20 years ago. I always had a Monopoly get out of jail free card in my wallet.
And now I have it, by the way.
Do
I
you?
still
You have
it,
that
yeah.
card?
I still have it, I think, in my wallet.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we were.
Let's, I mean,
Yeah.
do you have your wallet with you?
No, I
No.
know. If I knew, yeah.
Next week.
if I
Yeah.
knew.
He used it a couple of times.
It worked.
Yeah.
No.
The cops
didn't
were
work.
no, but the cops were, they were laughing. One time he just said, not that, we were in trouble all the time, but one time he was one of our friends. Something happened at a bar. And,
Something.
So yeah, it's
Something
a
happened.
long story. He was in the back seat of a police car. So he comes up to me and he says, I got this. He goes, he comes as serious as it can be. He goes, guys, don't worry about this. I got this covered. So we thought maybe he knew the cop or anything
Or
like
PBA
that.
card, maybe.
Yeah, I got this covered. Don't worry about it. So we were like, all right, yeah. He walks up to the police car. My friend Mike was in the back seat. The cop was in the front, knocks on the door. The cop rolls the window and I looks at him, what? And he goes, officer, I think this should take care of the whole thing.
And you're
And
free at
the
this
cop,
point.
yeah.
You're free at this
You
point.
were
Yeah,
free. We're
yeah.
outside, yeah. And
But your friend Michael, not thinking this is very funny.
Well, no, yeah, it was.
a little funny.
Yeah.
Because it was nothing bad. Like,
No.
we didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
But the funniest thing was, and it gets a little worse. See, he had said he had a gun. He didn't have a gun, but he was going to get beat up. So he didn't want to get beat up. So he said he had a gun. We were in no conditions. We were sleeping. So when this whole went down, every cop car in New Jersey, guy with a gun, understandable.
Right.
But it was nothing, right? So the levity was to get
No, it was something.
Yeah.
Because I think he bit the police officer's foot.
Well, that,
He bit the foot.
They, that's what they said he did, but he didn't. This was when we were like,
Yeah.
They frown on
But
that.
the funniest thing, you got to hear, because so the friends, me, him, the guy's brother, we're all very upset that we were getting, guns at us and everything. I was like, guys, I got it. This is fine. I have this thing that will take care of everything. So they all calmed down. Now we have all the cops that have the guns out and they're all starting to put away. There must have been 50 cops there. Understandable. Guy with a gun. And I knock on the window and I say, officer, this should take care of everything. Now, there was a young cop, but the I guess like the general guy, the white shirt guy with the medals, is sitting next to him. So he doesn't want to completely crack up because, we know it's a goof, and they were starting to get that this was just a misunderstanding.
Right.
But he didn't want to laugh too hard. And he said, son, I think you better get out of here. I'm like, I can't believe that didn't work. And then I go back to them, and I'm like, they're like, what happened? You got the badge, the judge, you know the guy? I'm like, no, I had to get out of jail free card. You idiot.
Bring that picture back up again. How did I, with my keen eyesight, think that was a bandage?
Yeah.
It's a get out of jail free card.
My head is very possible.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, and picture this though. This was the first time we ever got in that kind of a trouble with lights on us.
Yeah.
We were all scared. I mean, we were shaking. It was cold outside. We were all like, "Well, what's going to happen to Mike? What's going to happen?" We're in New Jersey, and then he's like, "Got this covered."
Been waiting for this.
Anyway,
yes,
but so that's funny, and that was fun to do.
It's great.
It was. Sometimes laughter and lightness can fix a situation too, and then I always thought it'd be fun to pull it out and try it. I just
got your chance.
Yeah. But tonight, I think the initial discussion is we have Christmas, right? With Christmas
coming up,
gifts, and I was thinking when we used to go shopping together, right? Yeah. And I have a couple of the LifeVac saves. Gifts
that were given as gifts, not necessarily at Christmas, but they were received as gifts.
At this time of year, I always talk about the last year's Christmas miracle where they took it from under the tree.
Wow.
So, but I know that kind of makes us realize what is really Christmas, right? Having loved ones, having your kids, your grandkids, your parents, whoever you're in your life that you love.
Right.
And it's not the gifts, right?
No.
They're almost an adjunct. They're fun, but that's what got me into sending you that clip.
Yeah,
and
how things have changed.
How things have changed. Did he get that?
Bobby, if you could let's run this video from 1986, I believe. Breaking news: online shopping becomes a thing. You're going to stick around, yeah.
It's Christmas morning in Pacific Beach, and while surfers troll for the perfect wave, 34-year-old Peter Martin pecks away at his IBM compatible.
In my case, I don't like crowds. I just don't like crowds.
This has got to be one of Peter's worst nightmares, having to claw through the aisles, scrambling for the perfect Christmas gifts. That's why Peter's so pleased with the CompuServe company. It came up with the idea of computerized shopping, which means you can buy items from department stores ranging from Nordstrom's to Neiman Marcus, all via computer screen.
It feels a lot more comfortable because I am comfortable with the computer to shop through it rather than go to the mall itself.
Shopping by computer looks easy. You just tap a couple of keys, read the product description, and then you hit a key that tells the store to ship the item to wherever you want. You might want to think about that tomorrow as you wade into the crowds.
Oh. Wow, that's what a difference.
Right.
Like breaking news, this guy is deciding to not go with the crowds, and from 86 to now, where a lot of those traditions that you talked about, and we'll talk more about, if it's just online shopping, it's all ruined.
Well, remember what we did? We would meet, we'd go have a couple beers somewhere, we'd wear our
couple Christmas Eve, like around 5 o'clock.
Right.
And as soon as we walked into the mall,
Nothing like wait until the last minute.
Right. and there used to be a bar right on the right, and we went there for one beer, and then 4 hours later, we'll come out. They call the last call. We would go to one store, and I remember he would buy Leanne's, his mom, his dad, sisters, everything in about 5 minutes. And it would take me about 7 for my family.
7 minutes.
7 minutes. We were done. We were like, all right, let's go. We'd go right back to the bar again, and then we would go home.
I love it.
Yeah.
No stress.
No stress.
No stress.
No stress.
But I remember when Jackie was little going to the mall too. And we had our own Christmas Eve tradition, right? Where we
Sunrise
would go-
Mall, ladies and gentlemen, used to be a thriving
But
thing.
think about it, right? You worked there.
Yeah,
So you did your Christmas shopping there, right?
most
So
likely.
would you
Yeah.
take your little tuxedo and go shopping?
Well, I'd take the bow tie off. That officially meant you're taking a break at the movie theater or at the Athlete's Foot. You take this sweater jacket. Yeah, sure. We'd go, and there was a lot of bartering back then.
Right.
A lot of fun.
But there was that activity in that. So, and you'd see people, hey, what are you getting? And like, if you had that person, like grandma was always tough, you know, grandpa, what do you get them?
Old Spice. My
Yeah.
grandfather got a lot of Old Spice.
And what
He
was
used to
that
say,
store
"I
where
must
you used to
stink."
buy cheese and like
Cheese
meat?
Villa.
Hickory Farms.
Oh, Hickory
Grandpa
Farms.
was always that. And grandma was pretty much getting wicks and sticks, you know? That was always a potential move. But it gave you the ability, one, you were social,
Mhm.
and the Christmas music and the lights, right? And it was a crowd, and it was, you'd see friends and stuff. And now it's like that nerd, he's online buying this stuff. And I don't know, it is a sign of the times, as we talk with Let's Talk About It.
Yeah.
And I think the combination is to say what's really important is these type of safes, right?
Amazing.
Let's remember that. And I had a Godwig today. I asked Tony to be on the show, the grandmother of Killian, the little boy I sent you the picture of. She is always, to this day, that was got to be 8 years ago, 9 years ago. She would text me gratitude just out of the middle of nowhere. I saw Killian. I'm so grateful for your product, right? And we have a lot of parents that at the depth of that gratitude. So that's made me reiterate the thought that the gift is being together. Look, just our audience, you know, having these people that we love and love us. But like I figured I'd read some.
Absolutely.
We have
and this, of course, courtesy of Donnie Isley, who you ask her a question, she's like better than Siri, better than Alexa, because with a heart.
Like that.
She compiled a list of about 10
Yeah, but I'll just read
LifeVacs. Yeah, please.
the first one. It's in Florida, 2024. 47-year-old male, surgery, neck brace, choked on a piece of chicken from Chinese food, causing a total blockage. Protocol was followed. LifeVac used 5 times. He has to wear a neck brace. He was eating, he had to sneeze, and the chicken got stuck. He's bigger than me, and I was having a hard time getting leverage. I ran to the sink. The LifeVac had been gifted to us by a friend. I'm so glad I found it. He said he could feel the device at the pool, and it absolutely saved his life. I'm so grateful to have had this device. It saved my husband's life. Right? That was a gift. And then I think there's a baby shower. Yeah.
I love the Alicia Malone story, right? Because is she the one that put it on her registry but did not get it as a shower gift, or is that I'm mixing
Could
up
be.
the stories? But we talked to a lot of people this weekend
I know.
about their Christmas shopping, and a lot of the conversations were about folks that already had their own, but they were thinking about people across the country.
You were in
their family
Costco
members.
this weekend.
Costco all weekend.
What
Ooh.
were they shopping for Christmas?
Absolutely,
Really?
absolutely.
You should Christmas shop.
My shopping is not my strength.
Is that your strength?
No. If I go
Does
in
the family,
What is
does the
your
family
strength?
Understand this and they give you leeway?
Yeah. And over the years, they just got it. You know,
What is one of your strengths?
Good answer.
No, I do. I like reading.
I bet
All
your
right,
kids
we
would
don't
say-
really
I like
care.
it.
We don't really.
No. But I was just thinking.
Let's
I bet
bring
you're
up
better
the-
with gifting.
It's not your
Yeah.
show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right.
You want to get to the strength?
Yeah, strength. I like
Ballet.
fixing things. You know, like
Poetry.
poetry.
Poetry, long walks on the beach. Long walks on the beach.
Long walk in
Yeah.
the peace, quiet.
Hot cup of soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, when I was younger, I wasn't like this. Shopping wasn't, I remember.
He was
if I-
nervous, by the way.
If
before
I
the
needed,
show.
yeah.
I don't know what am I saying.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what I was in for. He tells
Wait.
me we're doing a radio show.
I know. I like doing that to people. Can you tell the what's cooking Courage story?
What's cooking, Courage?
Oh,
Come on, quick. It's such a good story.
when I
And it's
first
good for Christmas.
when I first came to the country, and I couldn't speak English, and I was in America for 3 days, and my first class was social studies in MacArthur High School, and I really didn't know what was going on, and so a couple of weeks I was learning English and everything, and I knew what was, and I knew what cooking was. And it was this kid, I never forget his name. His name was Jim Judge. He used to sit in the front.
Jimmy Judge, no relation to Aaron.
And he was sitting he always used to sit like this. Skinny kid, tall, big. And every time I would walk in, he'd be like, "What's up, Courage? What's cooking, mother?" Right? So I
Mother
knew.
effer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew what was, and I knew what cooking was. I just didn't know why this guy's asking me every morning, "What's cooking?"
French
so
toast.
looking at that book,
French toast,
I'd be
oatmeal.
like, "Eggs." I would walk away.
Eggs.
You know what to say. It's stuff like some people would say, "What's up?" I'd be like, "Look it up,"
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Some of the guys would use "What's cooking, good looking." I think.
yeah,
But that wasn't just Jimmy
for,
Judge.
Yeah, that wasn't for me. That was
He was
just yeah.
He was a tough guy.
Yeah.
He was a tough
And,
guy.
Yeah, but you know what? That shows, especially this time, that we can't judge. We have to understand that you didn't know what the heck he was
No,
talking
it's
about.
English.
But I
is-
kind of think he was kind of cool because at least he was like saying hello.
Right.
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 He's
He
like,
actually
"What-"
liked me.
Right,
You know,
that's what
he
I
was trying
figured.
to.
Of course.
Afterwards, I found out that he was actually trying to
Be
talk to me and
nice.
say, "Yeah, how
Yeah,
you
bring
doing?"
it up.
What's cooking?
Right. Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. So from Iran,
Yeah.
that was a tense time for all immigrants.
Yeah. What? I came here in 1977. I think it was. Yeah.
Was that
I was a
before?
kid, 12 years old.
Before or after the?
Right after I came, the revolution happened. Yeah, like 2 years after or a year after.
Yeah.
Didn't you sit in the class too, where everyone left? And you sat there.
Yeah, I didn't know you. There's another thing.
Where'd everybody go?
In Iran, when you sat, the teachers would change. Like your social studies class,
You just
your
stayed
math,
there.
everything that was in one class.
Right.
And here, every time the bell would ring, I see everybody get up and leave. Next group would come in. I would sit through that with them, and they would leave. And then finally, someone said, I think it was one of the teachers, who goes, "Don't you have any other classes?" I'm going like,
No, you're my guy. I like you.
So,
What's cooking?
what's
Yeah.
cooking? Yeah.
But we always had
Some of the slangs and
we had a
stuff.
great. I mean, I love Courage.
Yeah.
We've been great, best of friends
Mm-hmm.
since for 34 years now.
Awesome.
College.
I love his stories because we have to have compassion for everyone,
Mhm.
right? And he solved it with humor, and he's
Yeah.
freaking hysterical.
Right.
But do we want to get Bisbee's Christmas?
Yeah. 'Cause
Come on,
well, is
Bisbee,
it the
come on.
Christmas story or the clearing up your side of the story from the crack
Come on,
hotel? You know what? I want to give you the better chair
Oh,
because
you get the better.
yeah,
That's scaring me.
I'll sit down and become the little fella in the room in the
Hey guys,
arena.
hi Courage.
Hey,
No,
So-
you know, hey,
yeah, Bisbee, everybody.
So wait,
Say-
let me set this up.
Okay.
She was your friend.
No, I met you both on the same night.
Did you?
Yeah.
But she was always one of the guys.
Yes.
Bisbee was cool.
I'm
Like
not one of the guys.
she, yeah, but she was one of us.
Yes.
And similar humor, you two.
Yeah.
Like Bisbee pops in and just you go, "Ugh," and then you
He
realize
used to
it
call
was
me at
funny.
my office. I worked with my brother, and Michael would be next door to me, and all he would hear is laughing. It would start with hello. It wasn't even hello. It would be like, I just pick up, and then we would wait till whoever laughed first. It was like, and it was just laughing. There was nothing out of me said.
But the
Phone
other
to
thing
phone.
about Laura is she's like the Mother Teresa, the secret one. That you have all the misfit toys that
A lot of broken
glom on,
toys, yeah.
broken toys and glue. And for a couple of years, maybe 5 years, we would get together at Christmas. Now you got to remember this is pre-Facebook. You know,
Right.
the toy drives. No one knew it was on
Yeah.
a post.
You also
maybe.
did something around Thanksgiving too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just to go to the city and hand out.
Yeah. from my dad's store. My dad has a chocolate
Who
store.
instilled this in you? You have to ask.
It has to be my upbringing, my parents,
Yeah, right.
you know, for
Yeah,
sure,
mom and
for
dad,
sure. And we
definitely.
didn't have a lot. We were 6 kids, and we just didn't have a lot. But my mother was very generous, and every broken toy in the neighborhood came to our house. Yeah, we didn't always have a doorknob. We didn't always have electricity, but they would.
Doorknobs are overrated. I really believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But definitely, and it still goes on to this day.
You
Yeah.
still don't have a doorknob?
No, I have the doorknob, but I always have people,
He'll be here all
different
night,
people
ladies and
living
gentlemen.
with us that
When
we
did you
take
get a
in.
doorknob?
It was I think for my 18th birthday. Yeah.
Oh, it was a
yeah.
gift.
Nice.
Yeah, because I wanted to have
Right with
friends
the
over.
feet.
I'm
No,
like,
they
can we
bought the
not use a
house.
screwdriver?
You used to have a doorknob, but someone took it off. I mean, you didn't buy your parents.
No,
didn't
one
buy
of the
house.
kids
One of the
definitely.
kids,
Yeah, no, the house came with the doorknob.
House
Right.
as
Yeah,
is.
and then
And they
it
bought the
didn't
house.
Right.
As is.
Yeah,
Build
that
that house
is.
with no doorknob. I wouldn't.
I think that's
Yeah.
a deal breaker.
have.
All right.
So,
So
you're
it's
on a
been-
tour
It's
drive.
not really the doorknob. I think if there is no doorknob, that wouldn't really bother me. But I would be like, there's something else that they're hiding that I don't know if they're not really hiding the doorknob. You know what I'm trying to say?
Diversion.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
You gotta
It's like a
look
red
into things,
herring.
like,
It's a red
you gotta
herring
read into things.
doorknob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if
This is why we
if
need
you're selling a
wisdom.
house and you don't have a doorknob
It's big.
and you're not like putting it on when I'm coming to look at the house, there is something else.
Something more.
Probably a problem.
Yeah.
I got
Tip of the
a
iceberg.
great couch story.
I think so.
Wait. No,
Why we have time for the couch story? Yes.
This is Christmas.
Okay,
Oh,
Christmas.
yeah, Christmas.
Well, we
In the
got a
crack
couch
house.
for Christmas, but we had to hide it on the staircase.
Well, you got a doorknob eventually too.
We
So
did.
life was working out, but we started our own tradition,
That
and it hit me because Maverick
Yeah,
Sellers,
listen.
he did a toy drive. John Thiessen's always done an
Mhm.
amazing toy drive,
the Marines Toys for Tots, they were always great.
but this was all prior to all
Right.
this, and so we just did it on our own.
Yes, what was big for me is going to welfare motels
Right.
because nobody was kind of paying attention to them, and it was more specific. So we'd go and figure out, okay, how many? We'd ask the guy that was managing, how many kids are here, how many adults, whatever, and try to get a bunch of stuff. And I would go to my father's store, he had a chocolate store, I'd grab some stuff there, and we'd go and just hand out whatever we could right before
Amazing.
Christmas. Yeah, so
Amazing.
Well,
So-
No
legendary-
organization. Your family. You.
yes,
Amazing.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, then her and I did it, and here's where the story.
Well,
Is
this
this
is an
the-
episode. First of all, Artie was always generous. The way you're talking about me, Artie was always generous to a fault. Always just, if he had money in his pocket, he was giving it away. Like,
Until he ran out.
Yeah.
Then he would go and buy things and he would say, take care of this. Like, all right. And he would walk out.
yeah. I got
Let's get us with everything.
The truth comes out tonight.
So the epic Christmas story, which I actually feel very uncomfortable telling.
I don't doubt
Your
it.
daughter's here.
Yeah, well, whatever.
And Jackie, I think was a little baby, and you
Jackie,
called
have
me.
you heard this story before? You're okay.
Or maybe you were
Please tee it up
before.
a
It's gonna be
little.
fun.
So
It's gonna be fun.
so Artie calls, let's go. Let's go tomorrow. Let's go do our Christmas thing and everything. I'm ready. I'm like, oh, all right. It's kind of last minute, but yeah, we're doing it. We do it every year. Let's go. I'll meet you tomorrow at the diner on 110. Okay, great. I go to leave and I've got a flat tire.
Oh boy.
So I'm like, Artie, I'm gonna be late. I don't know what I'm gonna do. In fact, I don't even think I fixed it. I think I just got air in it, and I make my way there.
That foam stuff.
But I no,
Yeah,
I don't
who
think
knows?
phone was very sophisticated. I don't think
I'm
I had
derailing.
that.
I'm
No.
sorry.
So I go in, I meet at the diner. By this time, he's bought about 700 people breakfast as they're turning over, waiting for me. He's like, "Where you been?" And he's just buying everybody breakfast, giving out $100 bills. I'm like, "Okay, let's go. Let's go get some toys. I got a date tonight. Let's keep this going. Let's go." So we go. God, we went to Target. We went to a few places, but somehow I left you for some reason. I think I brought my car to get fixed, the tire, in Brightwaters. So you're right.
When I had
Oh.
a couple drinks at
Yeah,
I know that
yeah.
hotel.
And I left you at the bar a little too long.
Yeah, so
And you're
that
like,
was a bad idea.
Get back here. Get
Well,
back here.
My evil Grinch brain started going, fueled by some courage.
Are you
So-
in the Santa costume? at this
Oh,
point?
100%.
Yes.
You're
in
in
the Santa costume.
Yeah.
I think so.
No, I know
Okay.
so.
Okay, well, that's why you were here.
It's been established that at this point you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah, not completely, but
His heart was in the right place.
Yes.
He's like, do you know
always.
that bartender never had a bracelet in her whole life? We got to go get her one now. And
yeah,
we did.
we did.
We
That's
did.
right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we finally get off on our journey. Been a long day now, and we go to this it's a rough area, but that's who needed it. And that's what we did. And that's
toys are
she
coming out of the
did,
car. That it's packed.
Bayshore, Bright Waters area.
But yeah, now we're working towards like 110 Amityville,
Okay.
West Babylon, around there.
Okay.
So she goes to make sure we can get them in, and did we unload the toys right there?
First of all, we got rid of some on 110. There was some motels there, and we got rid of some toys there. And then I remember there's some on 109 that I've gone to, begging me to stop at 7-Eleven. He wants cigarettes. He wants something. I'm like, okay, no, Artie, let's keep this going. We go into like the Pine Hill Motel. I go, there's not a lot of cars here. Let me ask which rooms have kids. Let me go talk to the guy.
Well, they all have kids.
Well, I know it wasn't very full.
No.
So I go in there and I'm like, could you tell me we have a bunch of toys we want to give them away? Sure, let me look. Okay, yeah, room 5 and 3 and whatever. I'll be right back. I go out. Car's gone.
I was joking around and I pulled the car to try and pull the car around back to goof on her, and then I got lost and I left it there.
Freezing. My cell phone's dead. Which, by the way, these motels have like a drawer full of chargers.
So did you ever come back?
No. I called you. You don't remember. You called me when he was safe. You're like, yeah, Artie got arrested. He didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. He didn't. You were just goofing on me because I'm like, I lost Artie. I can't find Artie. And he took my car. I have no car. My cell phone is dead.
How did you eventually get?
I had to use their phone. Who remembers numbers? I had to call Rita's daughters. To come and get me from Massapequa. That's how come I remember the costume. You were wearing the Santa Claus costume. I know. Because they came back and they were like, you left her in the motel.
Yeah.
Well, they caught up with you?
Yeah.
Like the next day.
All points bulletin in
But,
Santa costume.
So the joy of the show.
Yes.
You forgave me, which I always thought was amazing because I left you.
Well, first of all, you were very generous. You did buy a ton of gifts for kids that we made very happy. And after that, the rest of the weekend, we continued to deliver the rest of the toys to the rest of the places once I had a car back again.
Well, I think the next year we went and did the payoff to people at Walmart to save you being left in.
That was a really nice thing. That's right. That's
right.
With
people at Walmart. How'd that work?
You go up to the layaway.
Right.
And
you paid off the layaway.
Yeah, you have them print out ones that have toys and stuff, and then you pay it off.
Yeah.
But I guess the real point, and it's funny, but it's also forgiveness because you left her to die. But we could all do something. Right?
She's very forgiving in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, well, that's why she was friends with us.
Yeah.
We were always doing dumb
It was really
stuff.
us. Yeah.
There's so many times.
Under 25, right?
We should have a show just about the dumb stuff that Laura's forgiven us on.
Yeah.
But to get
so
back,
many times.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
To get back, it's the theme here is we've read that people have gotten LifeVacs and saved a life, right? You want to talk about the ultimate gift. The gift in these stories was really for us, right? How good we felt, and we were doing something, right? And the gift of Christmas, right? The
gift
girl
of Christmas,
that got that bracelet that night,
and that was very heartfelt, and she was thrilled. But also goes back to this right here and friendship.
Yeah.
Even you starting LifeVac, who did you surround yourself with?
It was a bunch of
people. That's right. But it was a bunch of people that had faith and trust and love for each other that came together. There was no money in it. It was all passion and love. That was it.
You at that dangerous hotel.
Now it's dangerous, just dangerous.
It was dangerous, but the point in essence is that friends jumped in on LifeVac when it was dangerous. You're gonna get sued. Everyone's gonna shut you down.
A lot of things against us.
But your friends come through, and your friends leave you in dangerous hotels.
It happens.
And your resiliency and your persistence was, I think, everything.
But I think for Christmas, we can all do something.
Absolutely.
To regurgitate, not the shopping online guy, because he doesn't like people.
Right. There's a common theme there with him.
Yeah.
You know, why is he on the computer? And now at a convenience, I think it happens a lot more. But I'm struck when you mentioned the gift of LifeVac, because you gave that gift to the world.
Well, that's why I mentioned Tony and the Godwink that we were chatting today.
Tony LeVay?
I said, no, Tony Kill. What? Yeah, Tony Hendricks. Killian, the little boy I sent you the picture of. He was the first boy saved child. First
Bobby,
saved
do we
was
have
a
that
girl.
picture I just sent you? We should get it up there so folks know who we're talking about, this precious child. There it is.
Yeah. He was the first little boy
That's
saved.
better.
First little boy saved.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was just before his first birthday. And that was in Wisconsin. And when they took this picture, just on the side here, his grandparents and his parents were sitting there.
Mm.
And I love kids, so I'm holding him, and he's just a kid. He's sticking his hand in my mouth and playing with me. And I was looking at him, and I was looking at the parents and the grandparents, and I was like, this is the greatest moment. It was a moment of pure gratitude, which is an odd feeling to capture, right? Capture gratitude. And that stimulated the whole.
How old is he now, you think? This was like 10 years
He's
ago?
probably 8.
8, wow.
And she'll send me pictures here and there of him,
That's
and a
cool.
bunch of them do, and it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
Like, especially
nothing
when I
better.
met him, and Carter and Queen and Bo.
Yeah.
I see Bo all the time.
Yeah.
So we taking that online distancing of Christmas and returning it, regardless of what you do with your friends.
Well, even like what you just
They will
spoke
stick
about,
with you.
that you guys would get together before
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Well, he came to Christmas. You came
That's
to
what it's
Christmas
about.
Eve in Sunnyside.
Yeah.
And how fun that
Yeah.
was.
All the Norwegians singing
Yeah,
Norwegians.
with like the who's around the
Yeah,
tree.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that the skavere aku rasko
Yeah.
Come on,
hurra.
you know the words. Sing along.
Yeah. Start singing
All right, but we got 2 more great things. Thanks, Bisbee. You're the best.
Yeah.
Love you, proud of
Yeah.
you.
We should
Thank
know.
you.
Nice
You
to
should,
see
My
you as
you
cool.
should
always.
stick
Thanks
around
for
for this
coming.
because
Yeah, you could just say.
these are people like you. We had an issue with Bobby having a allergic medical emergency last week, and we didn't get a chance to fully show 2 stories that we wanted
Oh,
to share.
cool. Okay. I was
Yeah.
wondering about that.
Kate's Angels, or let's see which one you have first, and we'll talk about it.
Buildings on the North Fork, and it's being done in memory of a college student from Mattituck who lost her life in a tragic accident. News 12's Liz Burke explains.
Kate was 1 in a million. Darla and Joseph Dory lost their 20-year-old daughter after she was hit by a driver on a day when she was volunteering at her college. She always would lend a helping hand. The nonprofit Kate's Angels, created in her memory, raises money to help others on the North Fork. The organization is now donating 120 LifeVac anti-choking devices to schools and police departments.
When Caitlin was younger, she choked on something, and I had to do the back slaps on her, and it dislodged it.
The donations will double the number of LifeVacs at schools on Long Island. The LifeVac device creates a one-way suction to remove lodged food or an object. You simply place, push, and pull. According to the State Department of Health, at least 1 child dies from choking on food every 5 days in the U.S.
And when there's an issue and the regular protocol doesn't work, these kids have a chance to be saved.
The Riverhead Charter School is one of the LifeVac recipients. The device saved the life of a grandson of the school's director of academics.
Knowing that this is a thing that can save their lives is fantastic.
And if we weren't doing it, she'd be doing it. That's the type of person Caitlin was.
Liz Burke, News 12, Long Island.
A great thing that happened there today. Now, if you would like to.
So, yeah, we wanted to show that full story from News 12 and Kate's Angels and the family, the Dory family, just doing amazing work. And it reminds me of like the spirit that you guys all went out with on Christmas and did great things. And the other thing that we failed to get to and just show the news story, Chip Wade, who was at Fox and Friends on a Saturday.
That was great.
Boy, was it cold. What was it called?
I heard.
I was able to put a little T-shirt on Choking Charlie because they only had that little T-shirt on. So I got him a
Kept Charlie warm.
Bob?
All right, I've talked about this before, but this is a great time of year for this. A lot of cooking and eating around the house, like we talked about. This is called LifeVac. This little guy has saved thousands of lives now. So choking accidents, very common. This is going to be able to help prevent that. So it comes with a pediatric size mask and an adult mask. Keep this in your car. keep it in the cabinet. Basically, it just goes right over the face of holding. You can press it and you can pop it out, and it's going to remove that obstruction. Again,
these guys the other night,
unbelievable.
How many people's lives?
I think the 3,000, right? So right now, you get a free fire blanket when you buy a LifeVac. And if you use one of these, they'll send you a new one for free. This is unstoppable. LifeVac.net.
I have it in the kitchen. I have it in the cabin.
There you go. Put one in your car. There you go.
Yep, I got it in
All right,
the car.
last up. Nobody wants to think.
How great is that? We heard Rachel Campos Duffy. Great job, Chip Wade and his family. Beautiful family up. They were promoting other products, but I didn't see any more passion for the gloves and the heated this and that. He really is behind LifeVac.
Well, think about when we read the story about getting a gift from this woman. Received it from a mom, saved a 2-year-old. You know, you talk about a gift, but tying that to the bigger picture is the gift we can all give, right? So that if you foundationally say the gift of saving your life, your child's life, your loved one's life, the next step is giving you to them. That's the gift they want.
Right.
I just got the Shane and the guys at Mosul Red Events of America, the Pensacola guys.
Longest website name in history. MotorcycleRidingEventsOfAmerica.com.
Wow.
All spelled out. No abbreviations for these guys, but we love them.
Yeah.
Shane, and Chuck.
Yeah, they just
What
got
happened?
out. They just got out and donated a quarter. They did it. Where did it go?
Stand by.
Well, they did a whole bunch of schools and
They've been on a tear.
yeah, but I guess once again in my head, and I see I see this picture of them riding and giving out LifeVacs. They could give out a life. They could give out saving a life.
Oh, yeah.
We might give away a gift of life. But the other thing, and it's in my book, being kind can save a life. A wave can save a life. A laugh, a smile.
Just
holding
a check-in.
the door.
A check-in.
A check-in, exactly.
Right.
Check-in.
Right.
Doorknob.
A doorknob.
You have
Doorknob
concerns
helps.
with the doorknob.
It helps extend life. Right?
It does.
Having
It
a
did.
check-in.
It works for me in my house.
Yeah. But I wanted to mention that both Fox guests in that case, Charlie, I don't know about, but Rachel Campos Duffy, who was on there, has him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ainsley has him.
has him,
Brian
right.
has him.
Yeah.
And Will Kane, our new friend, definitely has him. We got to take care of Lawrence because he on the show.
Oh, yeah. Said
when Brian was talking
about
about it, said, I need one.
Yeah.
When he went to break, we went, wait a minute, we got to get Lawrence one.
Yeah, we do.
We got to take care of Lawrence.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, great stuff. We have great friends at Fox.
Ray
Priebe's coming.
3000.
He can't believe it. Every week we hear from Mr. 3000. I want to get the picture first, for God's sakes, Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Something better. Mr. 3000. Whoa!
Good evening, everybody. Coming to you live from Cape Coral, Florida.
Cape Coral, Florida. And oh God, I'd so appreciate just a split screen, Bobby. We're getting closer.
This
Come on
is
in.
becoming
Yes.
such
A tradition. We're here.
This has become such a great segment. Like we all look forward to this. Like I
love it.
You know, I can't wait.
And he's got his producer hat on. He was calling me midweeks like, I don't want to outstep my boundaries. I want to stay in my swim lane, but is this okay? I'm like, are you
Ray,
kidding?
I had a little god wink with Donna
Carte
today at the meeting because I said, maybe you can give us a update from then to now. And she's like, Ray, talk to me. So go ahead, give us your gig, man.
You're on.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 reported saves today. 8 of them.
Today.
Awesome. Take it away.
A 2-year-old from Pennsylvania, 64-year-old from Oklahoma, 80-year-old from Oklahoma, and a 1-year-old from New York.
But wait, there's more. A 75-year-old from Canada.
Wow.
80-year-old from the UK. A 1-year-old from the UK. Folks, we're going international here. We got a 7-year-old from Spain. Let's give it up.
That's today.
Nothing from Iran, though?
Nothing from Iran yet. We're still working on that country. Just to break it down a little bit, 57 days from number 3,000. And that's 270 saves.
Wow.
270 saves in 57 days.
Very good.
Doesn't get better than that.
That's awesome.
Now, Ray, do you know how many since last Monday when you reported?
I do not. I was actually going to break all that down. I had to leave a dinner tonight to make our podcast.
Oh, Ray.
Yep. I know. I failed. I did.
No, you didn't have to do that.
You can do no wrong.
But
there's so much.
So what's the total there?
We are at a total of 3,270 saves, and of that, 2,042 children.
And I think that's part of the graphic, right, Bobby?
Yeah.
Say it. Yes. There it is.
Oh yeah.
So good. Oh yeah.
All right.
We'll get in tight again.
Oh yeah.
Ray, I love
Get
it.
in tight. So I got to ask, are we doing an episode next Monday? I know it's right before
Absolutely.
Christmas.
If you're in, we're in.
I'm definitely in because I got a little surprise I'm working on for Arthur. So.
All right. All you watchers, you got to come see the surprise.
We love surprises. And
That's
there's
right.
one-
Been working
and I
on a
know
little
you're
something.
Yeah, a little something. I know you're joining us in February, and we want to promote this too. We're going to see you in Jacksonville. Do you have that one slide there, Bobby? Yeah, there it is. LifeVac family and the Priebes are going to be there in Jacksonville, Florida, February 15th. We're always blessed to see you, and we're going to get together with friends.
We put an invite to all the first responders. Jacksonville
Absolutely.
was one of the big ones to put it into protocol.
Yep.
Their fire department, the chief there, we said, please put the word out to your team.
Yep.
We'll treat you to Brian's show. And you're coming to that, Ray?
I am. We are coming here, honey. Pop in and say hi.
Hey! This is 3,000.
Oh my God. People are now going to come to meet Mr. 3000. They won't even know Brian's there.
You know what? Just for you guys, I got a little something for you. Just here we go. We have 34 lives saved from 12/9 for 1 week. 34 lives saved.
Wow.
Yeah, you did it.
14 adults, 20 children.
Yeah.
Was that from Donna or your wife did the math?
That was from Donna. That was from Donna. She's on the trigger.
It's awesome.
All right.
Yeah, she's texting you instead.
Yeah.
Usually texting
Well, I
us.
love that she outsourced our job to Ray.
It's amazing. She didn't trust us. Let's be honest.
You
You got to look at your phone.
Very
Yeah,
happy
we're not
that
looking at
we
the
have
phone.
Ray.
We're blessed. We're blessed.
But thank you, buddy. And
Love you guys. God bless. We'll see you next Monday.
All right. Isn't that cool? Now, he saved his daughter for our 3,000 save.
Yeah.
And we had him at the whole saves, and he put it on the wall. You see that?
Yeah.
Would it be a great
You got to
reason.
come see the whole saves.
Oh, you haven't
We
seen
have
it?
we
No,
don't
I
have
haven't.
door
Oh.
handles. We have handles.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have to do that in college? You had to come.
No, she's giving me looks.
She's giving you looks?
Yeah, I'm like to you.
What kind of look?
Like you haven't seen all the saves.
Ah.
Well, yeah.
I see pictures of it.
Oh,
I saw the
it's not the
construction.
same.
You added some more.
Look,
Yeah.
you're in the
That's
Hall
right.
of Saves.
I am in the Hall of Saves.
Yeah, so he's kind of.
So what are you saying then?
All right.
That's all we got.
That's all we need.
Great show.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Everybody enjoy
Bruce-
the holidays. Enjoy
Thank you
Christmas.
for
And
having
remember,
me.
this is
Thank
what
you
it's
for
all
hosting.
about. It's all
Yeah.
about this
Yeah.
gratitude, friendship,
Great time.
and all this good stuff.
Attitude of
Thank you,
gratitude.
Arthur.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
Ray.
thank
Thank
you
you.
for coming and sharing our story.
And we will
So,
see you next week. Don't be silly. Join us next week, Monday night,
No,
9:15ish.
Be silly.
Yeah,
Be silly.
yeah. Be very silly. We'll see you next week, everybody. God bless.
And sing along if you know the words.
It's no joke when you choke, so get LifeVac and live. Without breath, there'll be death. So get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live.
LifeVac and live.